Santa.
Yo, players, thank you so much for joining me. This is episode number 14 of the Sports Plus Life podcast, the Chicharito episode, the Sam Bradford Heisman winning episode. Don't forget that. Number one pick overall, getting that cake. Was the last one to get a ridiculous contract by anybody. Welcome. This is also a Christmas episode because today it is December 25th, 2019, and I am recording at the time right now. It's 7:38 p.m. and I was gonna wait till tomorrow morning, but I had to get back to you guys, man. I had to come back and see you guys. See, I'm talking with my hands because I don't know what to do with them. I'm so excited to be back. I was sick. So I couldn't I couldn't say shit for like a week and a half. Like probably about a good week. Before that, it's only been like 3 weeks. Probably 3 weeks since I recorded, and it's been boring without you guys. Straight up boring. But I've done just been catching up on work and just catching up with some people I haven't seen in a while. I've done some, not a whole lot of things, but just relaxing. But I'm back. I'm back before the Christmas time, before the end of the year. We're steamrolling. We're going to get back on schedule again. Not that anyone gives a flying F. I'm trying not to cuss. It's Christmas time. Yuletide, glory, all that stuff. White Christmas, joyful, all that good stuff. But I really wanted to get back. Sorry, I'm in my room and it's like a lot of echo. I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you? Yo. I just really want to get back, and it's Christmas, so it's time of giving. I'm not gonna give you shit. I just wanted to let you know it's time of the giving, receiving presents, being with family, or being with friends, whoever you are, even just being alone. That's not a bad thing to be alone. I mean, like sometimes it's actually pretty good. I love my family. I love my friends. But yeah, sometimes I want to be alone. Today I was like, I didn't want to get up and do anything. But I didn't. I got up, went to my sister's house, watched my niece open a lot of presents, which is the best thing ever in the world, best feeling in the world. She's 4 years old. So ever since she was little, and she's still little. She's still a baby to me. I don't care what anyone else says. I've enjoyed that part of Christmas, is just watching her open presents, and then just her overall, her excitement of opening all these different presents. She's getting a little older now. She's 4. She'll be 5 in April. But she's she'll look at something, cool. Doesn't matter what it is, and just on to the next one, because she knows there's another present waiting. She was excited for a couple things. She had a couple things on her list that she got. She made her own list. She's 4. She can start writing, and she starts writing. She knows her letters now, and all that stuff. And she makes her own little list. And she was actually pretty cool thing at these on my if you guys don't know, Mexicans celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. And today was kind of a relaxing day compared to what it was the night before. But yeah, she got school pictures done. School pictures with the lasers in the back. And if you couldn't afford it, if you couldn't afford the lasers because it was extra, you got just the blue or the white canvas in the back. You know what I'm talking about. She had her school pictures and she was handing them out, and then she was autographing all of them. And she knows her letters, so you could just have to spell your name out there, and she'll write it. It's the cutest thing ever. And she'll write it, and then she'll put a heart, and then her name, Zoe. She knows how to spell her name. It's adorable, and I love every bit of it. Posted a lot of pictures online. If you guys haven't seen them, Instagram. Actually, I didn't post any on my Sports Plus Life. Maybe I will. Sports Plus Live, Instagram and Twitter. MRAKACO, Instagram and Twitter is my personal. Slide into the DMs. Dive in there if you want to. Show me what you got for Christmas. Say what's up. All that good stuff. No negativity. I don't want to deal with hecklers and all that shit. I don't want to deal with it today. All right. Maybe next year, 2020. I'll be open to that. Come at me. Don't even matter. But yeah. Anyways, I mean, Christmas changed a whole lot. Obviously, when you get older, you start receiving less and less presents. You definitely want more and more bills paid, more money. But it's all good, man. And then I'm just very I'm grateful. I'm thankful that I have the people I do in my life, and I get to spend it with them. And just like I said, I have it's I had a rough outing like 3 years ago. I've told you this before. I've told you guys this before. I haven't gone in detail, which I will eventually. But I've had a good supporting, a good good backbone, good people to fall back on, and I appreciate these more and more as life goes on. But yeah, I just really want to get on because I've told you guys before. The brand, the podcast is called Sports Plus Life because it's all about sports, especially today. Today, 5 NBA basketball games going on. It's actually halftime of the Lakers and Clippers game. Lakers are up. I try to watch as much basketball as possible. You guys know me. It's hard for me to watch anything outside of the Denver Nuggets. It's just difficult because of how shit the game has gone. I know it's Christmas. I said I wasn't going to cuss, but the game's shit. I don't like it. I think it's softer than it's ever been. It's not. There's no more rivalries. I mean, anyone who wants to be a rival, you got someone like Patrick Beverly, who doesn't like anybody. And if you're not on his team, if you're not on his team, he don't like you. It just is what it is. But it's all good. You need people like that. You need people like that on your team. But yeah, it's too soft for me. There's very rare people you see that are tough as shit, like Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm not gonna say his name. Not today. Giannis, the Greek freak from Milwaukee Bucks. You got someone like even LeBron James, tough as nails, been doing it for a long time, takes care of his body. Too friendly for me. Whatever. I'm not a big LeBron James guy. But like I said, I'm not a big LeBron basketball fan. I'm a big LeBron human being. LeBron's a great human being, especially around these type of these times. Just a great dude. Just a great dude off the court. I respect that. But as in basketball, I just don't. He's barely even top 5 to me. And but yeah, and I talked about this not that long ago about what I think pinpointed that the change in the game. Malice in the Palace was what changed the game. But yeah, I can't watch it. I try to watch it. I just can't watch it anymore. I just don't. It's just difficult. I would rather watch. I think I watched 2 rounds of The Christmas Story on TNT than I did any basketball game. I watched like the fourth quarter of the. Not even that. I think I watched like 2 minutes of the fourth quarter of the Boston and who was it? Raptors, and then I watched like the first quarter of. Oh, actually, the fourth quarter of the Sixers and the Bucks. Didn't watch the Golden State Houston Rockets game. Barely just watched the first half of the Lakers game, Lakers and Clippers game, and then the Nuggets play tonight, which I don't even know if I'll be awake for, to be honest with you. Right after this, I'm gonna go night. I have to get up early. It's 6 in the morning. I have to get to work at 6 in the morning. I get up way earlier than that. If you guys follow me at Sports Plus Live or MRAKACO, Instagram or Twitter, you'll know that I'm up early. I get it. I get stuff done. But yeah, like I said, I kind of went off on a little tangent because the NBA does that to me. I fucking it just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just so whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm trying to be jolly. Ho ho, I jolly. Ho ho ho. Um, but yeah, Sports Plus Life. I want it to be a mixture of the two: sports, life, sports plus life. And I haven't really done that, and because I guess, dude, just sports is life. Sport, and then like just everything just goes away when I'm watching sports. Some sports, like just NBA, I was just talking about. But even in the NBA, sometimes I'll just sit there and watch, especially if it's the Nuggets. I'll just be like, I'll just get lost in sports. But I'm thankful for sports. I'm grateful for it, especially the NFL heating up. Heating up, like it's like playoff time pretty much. People are solid, are trying to solidify their spots. Some people are still in the hunt. Some people are still trying to solidify whether or not they're going to get the 1 or 2 seed. So a lot of crazy shit going on in the last week of the NFL regular season, which I'll definitely be watching. But yeah, sports is life. Especially this weekend coming up will be Oklahoma versus LSU, and then Ohio State versus Clemson. CFP, college football playoffs. It's here. These poor guys, these kids, are working through Christmas to make their dreams happen. I mean, we could have done this earlier. We could have done this shit earlier before Christmas, so that way people can get to their houses, to their homes, you know. But we have all these playoff games. Revenue needs to be made because of these fucking old ass pieces of crap. Now I'm getting off on another tangent. I've done this before. I don't want to, but a big reason why these kids need to get paid. I'm sitting there on my phone. Obviously, if you guys know, I'm a big, huge Oklahoma Sooners fan. I'm sitting there, and here they are working on Christmas. They're working on Christmas. They're working on Christmas. They're not playing. They're working. They don't get paid for this. Some of them have scholarships. Some of them don't. Some of them are walk-ons. They have to pay to work on Christmas. So that's a huge fucking issue for me. And I think that definitely needs to change. And I think hopefully it changes here within the next year or two. Because I don't think these kids should be working. They're still kids. They shouldn't be working on Christmas unless they want to. Unless they have a job at McDonald's, fine, I get it. You're getting paid at least if you're working at McDonald's. Because McDonald's stays open no matter what. Not the ice cream machine though. Let's get that. Let's get some facts straight. Let's get it straight. But before I go on another, that's a different tangent, a different show. That's like a Food Network podcast. But yeah, I mean, these guys are working on Christmas, and I'm a very appreciative of those kids. I mean, they bring a lot of excitement in my life because I'm a big NCAA football fan. You know, I followed it for a long time. I played the game, so they need to get paid, and that's that. Especially if around this time, they don't they work through Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of these major holidays where they should be around their families, but they're out there trying to live their dreams, trying to get a championship, trying to get notarized, trying to take the next step in their lives, trying to get to that next level. But that's my little tangent on that. Hopefully they get paid. We don't, I'll sign a petition if it comes around. But moving on, yeah, this weekend, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun stuff going on this weekend. I mean, let's start off with the first game. Number 1 LSU versus number 4 Oklahoma. My Oklahoma Sooners, my people. I don't know how this game's gonna go. You just never know how this game's gonna go. And I've said this before, and I've talked about this before. The only common opponent LSU and Oklahoma have was Texas. And LSU struggled with Texas. And Texas wasn't very good the whole year. So I don't know, but that game was also very early in the year. LSU's caught fire, beat some good teams, Florida, Alabama, to get to where they need to be. I think they beat Auburn as well. They and then they beat Georgia in the SEC finals, SEC championship. Sorry, it's been a while. It's been a couple weeks trying to get my bearings back. And Oklahoma, I think, handled them, kept the lead the whole game against Texas. That Texas game. Crappy part, we'll be missing Perkins on the defensive line because he's suspended. Don't know what happened. I think it's had something to do with drugs. I mean, college kids. Jeez, what do you expect? But you just have to. That's where discipline comes in mind. That's where there has to be some sort of discipline. And I think that's sometimes is what Oklahoma has lacked, and where LSU will slap them once they make mistakes. Oklahoma will make mistakes. They're not perfect. LSU is very good at capitalizing on those mistakes. That's why they're the number one team in the country. That's why they have the number one player in the country, the Heisman winner, on their team. That's why they've received that number one nod, because it will slap you if you make a mistake. I mean, it's like, they're like that disappointed dad. Sometimes they're like, oh, gave you the ball, you didn't do anything with it. I'm gonna have to beat you. I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you. That's how it is. LSU's a great team. They're a good team. They are without their running back as well. So a lot of interesting variables going into this game. It could be chalked up to who's the better coach. Honestly, it could be chalked up to who's the better coach. Is Coach Oregon with his deep, raspy, sexual voice going to orchestrate one of the best games they've ever had? Or is Lincoln Riley going to go out there with his young ass, his young thought ass, just a sharp mind, one of the best offensive minds, and put it to an SEC defense? I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to tune in, of course, with my Baker Mayfield GOAT jersey on, and I'm hoping for Oklahoma win. I don't know who to pick here. Honestly, without, from a neutral view, I'm kicking favoritism out. No, I'm not a big fan. Just pretend I'm not an Oklahoma fan. I still don't know who to choose. This is tough because you got a high-powered offense, and that defense still lets a lot of points go. LSU's defense still allows a lot of points. So if this is a shootout, you got to go to Oklahoma. But if it's anything else, it's going to be LSU's game. Who knows? But I'm just glad we got to this point as far as Oklahoma goes. I'm glad we got to where we're at, especially after I lost to Kansas State back in October. I'm just glad we're here. We're here. I don't care what happens after this fact, to be honest with you. I'm hoping for a dub, yes. If we lose, okay. I'm just glad we got to this point. But on the second game, the second playoff game, it's Ohio State versus Clemson. Ohio State definitely the number 2 team in the country. Very tough team. Has beaten everybody. I think they lost one to Wisconsin. Hold on. Let's check. I want no fact checkers. I don't want anyone in my grill. Any fact checkers, flat earthers. I don't need any of that in my life. I'm pretty sure they lost to Wisconsin. I'm not 100%. Let me double check here before everyone gets all up in my grill and was like, "No, Edgar, you're stupid." Like, well, yeah, I know. Shut up. Undefeated. I lied. They are undefeated. And Chase Young obviously is a big reason why, that best defensive player in the country. Chase Young, Justin Fields, one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And of course, J.K. Dobbins, one of the best running backs in the country. They have they have solid receivers. So everything has clicked right for them to get to where they need to be. And of course, Clemson coming in undefeated as well. Not facing the most challenging team on the way, but they did what they're supposed to do and to get to where they need to be. They beat they beat the teams they needed to beat. Only struggle really was against like North Carolina, UNC, and but other than that, I mean, they also still haven't played anyone that's worth riding home to. They played one ranked team, and that was early in the season against Texas A&M, and Texas A&M we didn't really amount to shit. There's it's gonna be a very, I don't know which team's gonna show up as far as Clemson goes. Ohio State, Ohio State is probably 1B team and then probably the number 1B team in the country. They're definitely, I mean, they're number 2 obviously, but they're 1B. I mean, they're that close as far as being the best, one of the top teams in the country. Everything's just clicked for them, and I think I'm gonna pick Ohio State. If I'm gonna pick one team out of all 4 of these teams to win something, it's gonna be Ohio State. They've proven to be the better team day in and day out against tougher opponents. Have shown they had the more cohesive team, made the least mistakes, I think, after watching, the games that I have watched. Yeah, I think Ohio State would definitely advance. If you're going to put a gun to my head and you're going to be like, Edgar, you got to choose one for LSU, Oklahoma. If I'm going to choose one team without favoritism, I'm taking Oklahoma, because I think this offense, Jalen Hurts, the way he runs the ball will be a problem for that defense. He also will be able to pass the ball to the number 1 receiver in the country, CeeDee Lamb. And I think what I've seen before is that there's a little baby Heisman curse. Joe Burrow, hands down the Heisman winner. I don't know. I think there's something there with that Heisman curse that I think will cause them to lose, LSU to lose that game. I just think Oklahoma will have the higher offense, and that's what I'm hoping. But we will see. Excuse me. See, I'm not 100%. I'm playing about 90% right now, 85%. But I'm here. I cut on Christmas. I'm working on Christmas too. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about your boy. But we're here. Got the fresh cut. Look at it. Just so you guys know we're here. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. And then the final will be January 13th. That's usually a Monday. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Monday. We will see. If you guys want to tweet me, slide in my DMs, reply in the comments down here in the comment section, because this will go up on YouTube. Who do you think is going to win? Who's going to get the dubs? Who's winning the ship? Let me know. All around. I'm here for all and everything. There's a lot has gone on since the last time I was here. Last time I talked to you guys. When did I last talk to you guys? I think the last episode, I don't remember now. I'm going to have to check, guys. Last episode, December 4th? Damn. But December 4th, okay. But I've also had 2 YouTube videos out since then, if you guys haven't seen them. YouTube.com/sports+life. So go to Sports Plus Life, search YouTube Sports Plus Life, and I'll be there. 2 episodes talking about the Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua fight, which was whatever. I talk about that, and I also talk about UFC 245. Oh shit, which one? 245? Yep, UFC 245. Surprisingly good card. One fight, and I did realize that one thing I didn't talk about that on that card, which I definitely want to talk about. It was a fight against Max Holloway and Volkanovski. Alexis Volkanovski. I can't think that's what his name. Volkanovski. Dude, I'm like getting old and I'm forgetting fucking names. But anyways, I was on the most underrated podcast with my boy Thomas and Dal Pal and Jalal out there. And I picked, I'm going off the five main events fights. I picked four out of the five main event fights. The one I chose as a lock was the Max Holloway over Volkanovski. And the reason why I chose it as a lock was Max Holloway has beat some really tough dudes and has been in there with some really tough dudes, has been in really tough fights and came out on top. The last fight was against Dustin Poirier before that. And when that went to a decision, and I didn't even know if Dustin Poirier won that fight. I had to look. I still haven't watched it back, but Max Holloway, tough individual. I thought he was going to walk through Volkanovski. Volkanovski hasn't really fought other than Chad Mendes, Jose Aldo, two guys who are on like that lower end of their 145 pound careers. But there's two things that I failed to mention. Actually, one thing I failed to mention, and the other thing I didn't account for. I didn't think it was going to happen. The first one was Volkanovski's tough as nails. Why? He's tough as shit because he used to play rugby. Automatically, bad mother, shut your mouth. And he used to. On top of that, playing rugby, he used to be 240 pounds of just rock solid muscle. That was 100 pounds ago. That's a whole nother Volkanovski on top of that. The guy used to weigh 240 pounds, rock solid, just rock solid, playing rugby, hating people. So he's used to violence. He's used to the contact. Then he got into MMA. Now he fights at, how the fuck he does that, I don't know. He fights at 145 pounds now. And the dude was trying to take Max Holloway's head off. He was throwing mean attention. Those leg kicks were pretty vicious. Max Holloway said, was fine. He said he was on the Joe Rogan podcast a couple days after. And he's in good spirits. He's a good dude, Hawaiian dude, loves to fight. But Volkanovski is a bad dude. And other thing I didn't account for was I didn't know he was going to come out to the Game of Thrones entrance song. Winterfell. And then here comes King's Landing. I didn't know that he was going to come out to that. You automatically get a dub. Did you guys know? You automatically get a dub if you come out to that song. I didn't know. I didn't think he was gonna do it, but he did. And he fought a very good fight. I think even then they still went to the judges. I seriously think they're all pretty close. Some of the rounds are still close. Especially the last one, I think they went to Max Holloway. Too little, too late. But I think he got about 4 out of the 5 rounds. Just those leg kicks, and he was. Unlike what Anthony Joshua was trying to do, Volkanovski was trying to knock him out. You could see those hooks trying to land. He was throwing with bad intentions. It was a great fight for Volkanovski. He's gonna get the dub. What's next for him? Who knows? What's next for Holloway? Who knows? But I didn't. That's the only fight I got wrong because came out to Game of Thrones. Like it's automatic dubs if you come out to Game of Thrones. But that was another. It was just an amazing card. UFC 245. If you haven't seen it, go to your ESPN Plus. Check it out. Go check highlights out. I know there's highlights out there. You don't have to look at the whole thing. All the cards, most of the fights on the main card, except for the first one, Petr Yan and Uriah Faber, went to the cards, went to the decision. And Petr Yan's another dude you want to mess with, and I talk about him on the last YouTube video, vlog number 2, UFC 245. Petr Yan, don't matter. He's gonna beat the brakes off you. And he beat the brakes off of Uriah Faber. Go check him out. Keep an eye out for him. A couple other things that happened. Alistair Overeem fought, I can't say his name, something Rosenstruck. I think this happened. And if you guys haven't seen it, go search Alistair Overeem. With 4 seconds left, Alistair Overeem was winning the fight for 24 minutes and 56 seconds. He was winning the fight. He was winning a lot. He was hitting. He was striking. He was boxing better than Anthony Joshua. Let's get it real. He was boxing better. He was kicking better. He was still hitting, making good contact. 4 seconds left. Rosenstruck just I don't know, just like a straight piston right to Overeem's grill and splits him. It was like a good inch and a half under his nose to his lip. You can see his teeth. It just split. It just looks like, I don't know, like he did. Like I don't know how that even happens. I've never seen that happen. So many people get hit there, and it just got exploded. Just meat, white lip meat. You know, you can see the greens he was eating earlier. I mean, holy crap! I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything that bloody. Like the craziest thing I've ever seen before that was, I can't even think, Marvin Eastman's head cut. That was pretty bad. That was really big. Um, there was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Just Joe Daddy Stevenson fought BJ Penn for the lightweight championship, and BJ Penn cut him with an elbow. I almost said elbow. Oh shit, that came out. Elbow. I hate when, like, Mexicans, cholos, they say elbow. It's elbow. That shit almost came out. The cholo almost came out in me. I say it come out in years. But yeah, he cut him open, and then he went in for a choke. He was squeezing the choke. He was just squeezing the choke, and like blood was like squirting. Hopefully you guys aren't eating, but it's just squirting out of that cut. It was ridiculous. So go ahead and check that out. I've never seen anything like that, but yeah, it was nuts. We haven't talked in a while, so I wanted to tell that was definitely crazy. Like you guys know, I've 9 toes, but I know a lot of shit, and I've seen a lot of shit, and I've never seen anything like that before. I would rather lose a toe than that for that shit to happen to me. But it looks good. When you're an athlete, your body recovers better, so he looks good. He actually, I think everything's cut up, everything's sewed up, just in time for Christmas. Everything was Gucci. He's back to eating horse meat. That's what he's back to eating horse meat. That's what they eat over there. He eats horse meat. You guys don't know that? Google that shit. Also, it happened last week, and this fight's in South Korea. Frankie Edgar, short notice fight against the Korean Zombie, Chang Sung Young, ended how I thought it was going to end. Chang Sung Zung, the Korean Zombie, he doesn't get that nickname for any reason. The guy will walk you down like a zombie. He will eat shots and still come at you. The guy is on a different level. And Frankie Edgar was training to fight at 135 pounds, and decided, well, I'll take this fight. Saved the card because Brian T. City got pulled out because of an ACL injury, which I don't get. I follow Brian T. City on Instagram and shit, and he's still training. Like, I don't know if it's like, I don't know too much about ACL injuries. I think sometimes you just have to heal it. You don't need reconstructive surgery or shit like that. I don't know. Anyways, Frankie Edgar, just, the steel balls, they had to back up a little bit of the truck to the Brinks truck to be like, hey, save this card for me. Christmas coming up. I'll pay you. And it went how I thought it was gonna go. Korean Zombie knocked him down pretty hard with the left. Stunned him, tried to finish him. Like I said, Frankie Edgar's tough as nails. Couldn't get finished right away, and then all of a sudden I think he ate another shot that just knocked him out. It was like early in the morning. I woke up at 5. I think it was like 5:46 in the morning, and I barely caught that main event. I was trying to wake up early for the rest of it. I couldn't do it. I had to go back and watch it. But yeah, it was one of the fighters on there was Du Hong Choi. I can't remember his name. I'll put a picture of him, but the guy looks very innocent. Looks like one of those dudes that you would try because you don't think he could fight. He could fight. He can knock you out. But he got knocked out, and that's pretty sad. He seemed like a cool dude. very young. Yeah, I mean, just a nice dude, and I felt bad when I saw him got knocked away. You know, shit happens. This is the fight game. Um, I have to go back and watch these, but a lot of shit has happened since I talked to you guys. I just wanted to catch up a little bit. Um, I mean, just yeah, like I said, so much coming up, so much to be grateful for. Sports, 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 life, 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 and with this holiday season, I mean, just be thankful, man, because and I mean, I know these guys get paid a shitload of money, but they also make a lot of sacrifices. Although I would make the same sacrifices if we were backing up the truck for me. But yeah, I mean, you just got to. I mean, there's a lot of douchebaggery out there, like those douchebags flipping the bird to Isaiah Thomas, and Isaiah Thomas comes out and checks him. And they're like, "Oh no, I just want Frosty." Like, that's kind of the nature. As far as basketball goes, that's the nature of it. These soft motherfuckers. People don't think you get slapped. Just the only difference is that there's no more Ronda tests out there that wants, Jermaine O'Neal. There's no more, there's no more of that anymore. They fucking get you slapped. Don't Dennis Rodmans will run up on you. Like, you just don't get that anymore. That's what I hate. It's so soft. But yeah, a lot of douchebags out there. Just keep your head on a swivel. Just be positive. Don't be a douchebag. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. Don't be a douchebag. Around the holidays, be thankful, be grateful. You have all your toes. 10 toes down. I'm 9 toes down forever. I don't think I'll be able to wear any more I don't think I'll be able to wear any like champion sliders, Adidas sliders. Like, I don't know. Maybe. Because like the way, whatever. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not getting into it. Yeah, I mean, there's so much shit going on, especially coming up. You know, we are in the nitty gritty of hockey, basketball. What else? I mean, next thing you know, pitchers going to be reporting in February for baseball. February as well. We're about a month and a half out from the All Star games, half from the midpoint of the basketball games. So much stuff going on, and yeah, I mean, really didn't know where I was going from with that. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to be more active coming up in the new year. I'm gonna be more active as far as podcasting, YouTubing. This is kind of like a little rig. So if you guys want to donate, this is my phone I'm recording on right now. So like this is my phone. I got the new iPhone 11 Pro Max. Pretty good. I like the camera on it. Took a lot of pictures on it. Then I'm using it's a mess. So if you guys want to hook me up, new laptop, camera, I'm taking all donations. All right? All of them. I'm grateful. I'll return the favor. Once merch comes out, you guys get the first merch on a discount. I mean, I ain't gonna give it to you for free. I still need to get paid. What else is going on that we need to talk about? I mean, know. Like, I've been around for a while. I haven't had a lot. Like, I've kind of been. I still been on Instagram, and I've still been very active on my social media. But yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. Coming up, I will be doing. It could be a two-part series, two-part thing on probably the top 4 or 5, maybe top 5 moments. And we're talking about moments. It could be sports plus life. So it could be sports, could be life in general, just stuff. Top 5, probably more sports, to be honest with you. Top 5 moments of each year of this decade. Each year of this decade. So top 5 moments each year of this decade. Kind of doing my research. 2012 was going to be very difficult to choose from. So much shit happened that year. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Send them to me. You know how to get a hold of me. Want me to repeat myself? I will. Sports Plus Life, Instagram and Twitter. MRAKACO, Instagram and Twitter. Holla at your boy. Slide into the DMs. Say what up. Leave me a comment down there in the comment section on YouTube. Just holler at me. Just let me know. I think we're going to wrap this up now. But I just really wanted to get back and say hi. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I hope everyone got what they needed, got everything they wanted. Hope Santa, hope almost you guys were on the nice list. I know some of you guys were definitely on the naughty list. You deserve to be there 24/7. All right. I will see you guys here very, very soon. Remember, holler at your boy. Don't be scared to holler at your boy. I'm available 24/7. Well, not 24/7, but I'm available most of the time. And I will see you guys. When the hell will I see you guys? What's today? Wednesday, 25th? I'll see. Shit, you know what? You guys can hold me accountable to this. I will see you guys on Friday. All right? I'll holler at you. Later.